Loading snacks.
What it do, snackers and snack guests? It's your boy Gage. This is Jokes.
Yo.
That's Sin.
Yes, sir.
And this is Loading Snacks Weekly, where we get together once a week, talk about things that are popping off,
Oh, yeah.
happening
Yeah.
in pop culture. And today, we're going to do things a little bit differently.
Okay.
Because we, as we record this, are on the eve of Thanksgiving. Follow?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
With 2 eves out.
2 weeks out.
So, while it would be easy to come in here and talk about Frozen 2, or talk about Jedi Fallen Order, or talk about, just whatever, other things that are happening in pop culture, what I really like to do is just take a little bit of time to talk about things that happened this year in pop culture that we're thankful for. Whether they're games, whether they were specific events, whether they were just kind of, maybe recap some of our favorite moments, things that we're thankful for, and yes, that. That. So, giving it some thought, as a whole, I'm going to be honest. And again, we're not trying to get too serious here. I mean, these are like your personal moments or whatever. I am going to start off by saying that I am thankful for Disney Plus.
Hey, that's a good one.
And there's a couple of reasons. It's easy to say that it's just because of nostalgia, or that it's because of The Mandalorian and Baby Yoda, or Jeff Goldblum, or whatever, right? It's easy to say that it's because of Gargoyles or High School Musical. Or
He's singing the song in his head.
I know. He got his head in the game. And
I believe that only one.
so, but one of the things that I'm actually most thankful for is the kind of pressure that Disney is putting on other streaming services. With the content, the amount of content, the type of content, and the price of the content. This is the kind of things that is going to send messages and start waves. And if you remember when Netflix came out, and maybe you don't, but when Netflix came out, like when the streaming part of Netflix started to become a thing, and you had to like nobody really had it, nobody really understood it, and it was like nobody really has internet that's good enough or fast enough or whatever to really do this and stream it and whatever, right? And like when things like that happen, it forces the infrastructure to keep up. And while I think in my head I've been thinking about things like Stadia or xCloud or whatever, and how that is going to force change, 5G, and just force better internet quality to get to places that don't have it, and for us to start seeing more innovation in that space, I think that it has been way overlooked that a company as strong as Disney, with the amount of content that they have and their ability to saturate the public mindset in a way that a Netflix hasn't. Like, Netflix was a new IP. It was a new thing. Nobody heard of it. Nobody... You understood the concept because you knew what Blockbuster was and you knew what it meant to rent things. But not having to go to the store and just having them come in the mail was a new thing. And then going from that to streaming was a new thing and whatever. But this has Disney's name on it.
Yeah. Facts.
That permeates
Everything.
everything. We don't need V's in here. Everything. And I do believe that it's going to make a change in the way that ISP providers charge us, how much bandwidth they give us. I think all of those things are going to begin to shift, because as other companies continue to gear up to start putting out their services and looking at their pricing and infrastructure and so forth, the bar has been set super high.
Oh, yeah.
Super, super high. So I'm really thankful for the fact that we got it this year. At the end of the year, after a year's worth of speculation, you know what I mean, or whatever, and wondering what it was going to be after all the turmoil. Are they going to buy Fox? Are they not going to buy Fox? What's going to happen?
God,
you know,
that was going so long.
Yeah, all of those things are things that I feel like have managed to actually come to fruition, work themselves out, and here we are. And I, for one, am thankful for being able to eat turkey, watch The Mandalorian.
Hey!
You understand what I'm saying?
We talked about that earlier. I said, a Friday when that Mandalorian drops with some leftovers.
You feel me?
It's gonna be fire.
It is.
It's gonna be fire.
Go ahead and drop it on Thanksgiving for everybody.
That's something that I'm thankful for. That I think
You go in and try to shut down the game to put on the Mandalorian.
Yup.
No,
you ain't gonna do it.
I'll
You ain't
shut
gonna do
that
it.
football game down.
I bet you will, because your team weak. So let's move on.
Woo!
As weak as the Deadskins.
I mean, you're right, but you ain't hurting me by saying that. You just made them
I
mad.
know. Sorry.
Not really.
Yes, not really.
All right, what do y'all got?
As far as me, I'm gonna say what I am thankful for. Crisis on Infinite Earths coming up.
I mean, that hasn't happened yet.
We're in the midst of it right now. You know what I mean?
It's a crisis brewing. It's a crisis brewing.
I mean, like
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
with this being the final year of Arrow and everything going on with the Arrowverse, they're doing we talked about amazing job of sending Arrow off in a good way so far, and still sticking with this whole big thing coming up with Crisis, and seeing all this year how we've seen, they're bringing back Superman from Smallville, they're bringing back this person, bringing back that person, like building up to it. The build up to what's getting ready to happen has been great
Sure.
in the shows.
I don't even care, but when you start talking about Kevin Conroy showing up,
Yeah.
as Batman,
Action.
like,
It's gonna be. I'm gonna be real. It's gonna be creepy to actually see this man that we've heard this voice for like damn near 30 years, my whole life.
yeah,
Actually,
disgusting.
like on the screen, I'm just gonna be like,
Disgusting.
oh man.
That's
I
gonna
feel
be
you.
dope, though.
Like, see, and Arrow is by far one of my favorite shows on TV. The good, bad, the ugly with it. I love the
take
show.
it.
I
Right
love
there with
the
you.
show to death. Seeing how Flash and Arrow are building up for Crisis, I'm thoroughly enjoying.
Yeah.
And looking at what they've done, like look at what Arrow has done from the beginning to build this Arrowverse by itself. Like, DC has done a great job, I think, with the Arrowverse as a whole, and pushing it and getting out there in front of people. And most people love what's going on in the Arrowverse. Everybody has their shows that they like more than others and all that kind of stuff. But I think overall it's great for DC going forward with all the stuff coming out. And I'm hoping that Marvel, what they got coming on Disney Plus, takes a look at what they do and how they cross over certain shows with certain characters on the cover. Take some of that magic that they use there. It's weird to hear that, like, for the DC.
Marvel's got the magic. They got the magic.
They do, but
Marvel did it, but they did it with the films.
I was about to say.
yeah, but not in TV. Like, I want to see it happen on the
Okay.
TV side or whatever.
Yeah, gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Marvel has the movie scene.
I think
on lock.
having Feige,
DC got
I think
the
having
TV.
Feige do it.
He's
He's doing it. That's already that's a known quantity. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Yeah, but just looking at what, like I said, what Arrow and the Arrowverse has done over all these years, you know what I mean? It's great to see that it's going in a positive light, and I don't have any reason to doubt that Crisis isn't going to be anything but phenomenal, considering how every single year with the crossovers, they always step it up a notch
dope.
every single year.
I dig
So
it.
I think it's going to be history making, to say
No
the
doubt.
least. Bringing this back. I mean, with what's going on with it. So I'm thankful that they were sending off a very, very important show in a good light.
I
With
dig
something
it.
like this.
I did that.
Oh.
Respect.
kind of what you were saying. So, getting back to the MCU, Endgame absolutely was the staple. So I mean, there's no one else can say, hey, we wrapped up 10 years worth of movies in this one 3-hour segment of time, and it was done right. And I think for any comic book fan, anyone that just jumped into the movies, very much appreciated the way Endgame
There's no doubt.
went through. Moments, I'm sorry, I think I speak for all of us at that moment when Cap.
You can say it. If you haven't seen
Oh,
it,
it's not, I don't give a damn about spoilers at this point now. Pick the hammer up I think absolutely everybody.
He didn't pick the hammer up. He called it to him. But did he?
No, no, he had to pick it up. He picked it up to throw
Threw it at him. Okay.
Then
okay,
it came.
okay,
Then,
okay.
then
it came back to him.
Then it came back to him.
Then it came back to him.
But overall, Endgame was just the absolute staple in the movie world, and then still keeping the MCU going. The announcements of what we have to look forward to for the next pretty much like 5 years at least right now.
Yeah.
It's like Endgame set it up. Spider-Man came in Far From Home, kind of wrapped that completely up.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're going in a whole new direction, starting with these new movies that are going to start. Actually, I should say Disney Plus shows that are going to start.
Yeah.
That's going to tie in everything
That's going to tie into the movies.
Yeah. Facts.
Like, I'm for it.
Yeah, I mean, look. This year has been a phenomenal year for pop culture. It just has. Just the number of movies that Marvel put out alone.
Mm-hmm.
Clean, right? Captain Marvel, Endgame,
Mm-hmm.
Far From Home,
Mm-hmm.
right? We got Frozen 2 this year. We got Star Wars Episode 9 this year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this year has been phenomenal. I mean, truthfully, like,
pop culture this year is amazing. Amazing.
I am thankful to say that I was able to be a person who was on this boat before it became what it is.
Yeah.
And it hasn't gotten to the point where I want to get off. Like, I'm not sick of it.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
I'm strapped in.
Yeah,
I agree. Like, this year, as far as, like, to end out the decade, this year has been a great way to just end it all out. With everything we've said here, Rick and Morty coming back finally after that long hiatus, and it being phenomenal for the first 4 episodes so far. Like, last year, Supernatural, one of the longest running shows on TV, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a great year for anybody who's into pop culture, period.
Yeah, this has been super duper.
Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda. Now that
the Mandalorian himself, like, it's...
Baby Yoda was obviously the most unexpected thing to come out of 2019. Because...
Well, clearly, nobody saw that coming.
Nobody saw that coming. And, of course,
I'm not even positive Disney saw that coming. I'm going to give it a buck. Because, they throwing merch out like, oh, yeah, we got t-shirts.
The merch just now showing up.
They look like, but they couldn't spoil it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But think about it for a second.
You think they didn't know it was going to blow up and be as big as it was?
And I'm going to tell you why. Because with the kind of money that Disney has behind them, they clearly could have had like merchandise set and ready to go. Think about it, young. When Washington won the World Series, phenomenal year this year, 2019.
Yep.
When the Nationals won the World Series, for real, anytime a sports team wins the series, the gear is ready.
Oh yeah,
within hours.
Yep.
Like it's in stores, ready to go.
The commercial is there, ready as soon as the game is over. The commercial's ready to run.
Like, as soon, but this is like something that kind of had a slow leak. Because it's one of those things where, like, at the end of the first episode, you only get that quick glimpse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you don't, even then you like,
wait a minute.
Hey, what just happened?
Yeah. It's not to the second
and
episode.
You can't just start putting shirts out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the other thing about it is, he might have a name, and we don't know it yet.
But they holding off before.
Because they can't spoil it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We still got like 5 episodes left.
That's a lot.
So that's what I'm saying. Like they're in a position where, like, even if they had a feeling that it was gonna be a big deal, it's only so much you can do
to prepare for it. Yeah.
Because you try not to, like, with the kind of experience that Disney has. Think everything that's happened with Endgame and whatever. Toys stay spoiling stuff.
Facts.
What?
So
Toys and Tom Holland.
So right, the 2 T's.
Put the 2 of them together.
They're terrible. And so they like, man, if we put the toys out, everybody's gonna know. Yeah. So
it's one of the tricky things. You just gotta ride the wave, see what everybody's talking about, and go from there.
Yeah, it's easy to know that the Mandalorian himself is going to be a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But come on, man.
So, somebody be honest, I'm telling y'all, that Baby Yoda gonna be fine. Start rolling on this style.
It probably was Jon Favreau. He probably was like, watch this.
He's
Nah,
like,
man.
Baby Groot who?
Right. Real talk.
That was probably the whole conversation.
Bruh. Like, yeah, I'm like, while I might be a little more disappointed in gaming this year, I think, as a whole, pop culture been
Yeah.
like smooth this year. It's been one of the most exciting years in a long time.
And it just look, and this year just shows that going forward in this next decade, it's just gonna be.
It's gonna continue.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for having something so powerful, so phenomenal, so unstoppable that it makes Martin Scorsese look stupid.
Hey.
I love it.
Yeah.
You say stupid stuff like that, then Baby Yoda becomes a thing.
Baby Yoda gonna get his own movie or his own show sooner or later.
Mandalorian, like you say, smithereens out here. Like
Smithereens! Blowing dudes to smithereens.
what we just say about, we just saw the article earlier, Gage, about Mandalorian, like beating Stranger Things.
That's
Yep.
Third episode.
I mean,
not even a full season.
The thing about it is, the reason why that is so significant is that for the Mandalorian to be the most streamed show, period, on a brand new service that's not even a full month old,
Yeah.
and not everybody has it. Like, clearly a lot of people have it, but nowhere near the saturation level of Netflix.
Right. There's way more skin in the game, been around longer. Yeah. Season.
And I get it. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, there are probably a lot of people who are like, The Mandalorian, what is that? Don't necessarily know it's Star Wars. It's not like, a lot of times, man, when you get a Star Wars property, it is Star Wars or something. Like, they use that name to kind of push it.
Not in this
You know what I
case.
mean? There are people who know Star Wars and have no idea what a Mandalorian is. They ain't thinking nothing about no Boba Fett, because they ain't been a thing, really.
Right.
Clone Wars at this point.
You understand what I'm saying? So, like, to have something like that come and hit, and really, let's be honest, a lot of that is Baby Yoda. Let's just, because it's one of them things where, like, Baby Yoda has so deeply infested the internet that, like, if you have no idea, now you know you're missing something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
Baby
Why
Yoda's
people
he's the one pulling in people now.
Why is Baby Yoda a thing? Why is this happening? You know what I'm saying?
Because he's cute.
Listen. We talked about this. Baby Yoda is unstoppably cute because of his cloak.
Here's the cloak.
He got little baby clothes. His little baby cloak. And it's like you see him waddling around eating frogs whole. When the last time you saw something eat something whole and it was still cute? You know what I mean?
That's straight out of a Disney
Yank the
movie.
joint down and just like still cute. I'm like, it's cause his little robes make him look like a little baby all swaddled up, cute and cuddly.
Like I was telling
even when he walking around.
My favorite part of the last episode is just the end when he goes to reach for
Like
the little
a little-
knob, and he Mandalorian just looks down, reach over, just hand it to him. Yeah, like cute.
Between that and when he used the Force to stop the beast running.
Knock this little baby self out, man.
Took the most vicious power nap ever.
Hey, bro.
I did my part.
Hey, look, just be straight action popping off around them. Dudes getting blown to smithereens, just be chilling. You know what I mean?
And his little floating little joint, floating little stroller, chilling.
Looking like Frieza.
Bruh. Straight up.
He do got a little freezer capsule.
Straight up.
Straight up, you know what? He was talking to the Mandalorian before. Yes, disintegrate them.
Yeah, bro. Like,
I'm just waiting for him to
Take the shot.
he just be looking at the man like, what you gonna get him? All right, get him. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that joint is. Mandalorian is a very special show right now.
It is.
Yes.
And the infection that is Baby Yoda we all have it. We all caught it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just a thing.
And it helps that the show was great so far.
Yes.
Like, it helps that the show
Don't get me
itself
wrong.
is great.
Yeah, like, yes, Baby Yoda's a big deal. But the show...
Yes, like, we are all itching for Friday when the next episode
like,
happens.
you're invested in what happens to Baby Yoda. Meaning that you're invested in what the Mandalorian is going to do next.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you go on episode 3, like, is he going?
You know what's crazy? If I would have waited and tried to binge this,
Nope.
I wouldn't be able to get past Baby
late,
Yoda.
bruh.
I wouldn't be able to get past Baby Yoda.
Too late.
You are not being able to avoid something?
Not the saturation level he got.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Certain things happen that's just, it's too much that no matter what, you can't get back. Unless you disconnect completely. That's the only way.
Yeah. Baby Yoda used the
Power of
force
sin has been
on
defeated.
the whole internet.
Oh no, I could have defeated it. I just chose not to because we wanted to come here. We wanted to come here and
The
talk
last
about it.
episode was called The Sin.
It was named after me.
Well,
I guess I gotta watch it.
bro. Like, yeah, man. I mean, of all the things to be thankful for, Baby Yoda's at the top of the list right now in pop culture. Cause I
Gotta get one.
don't know when the next time is that we'll see something invade. Like for real, even as infectious as Baby Groot was, it ain't this. It ain't this.
I need a little plush Baby Yoda.
Oh, they coming.
Oh yeah.
They coming. They already
and
yeah.
everything. You,
Yep.
got to. You gotta buy the orb separate. You're gonna buy Yoda separate, and then you gotta buy his cloak separate too.
All right, I can get my money now.
Facts.
Just right there.
Facts.
That special cloak.
Yeah, it's gonna be a thing.
Yeah.
It's gonna be air fresheners. It's gonna be a thing. It's going down. And cosplay is gonna be.
Bananas
You already
next
know
year.
because everybody dressed like a Mandalorian with a little baby
All we
Yoda on their
need-
shoulder.
Just
That's
one
what we want.
family to
Around with a
come.
little wide kid.
The
Come on,
one
you already know
family
that.
with the baby dressed as Yoda and all those Mandalorian.
You already know.
That's gonna be
You already
a
know.
dope picture.
I've been Yoda for Halloween before. It's real talk out here.
Oh, we need the pictures.
You don't. But I have them.
Find them.
Yeah, I see
They're
them jokes.
available. You want to know it's me? I got on a mask. I look like Yoda. You know what I'm saying? Like I could just be like, "Yep, that's me." You don't know. Whatever. Anyway, listen. Look, there are plenty of things to be thankful for. Obviously, not just pop culture. There's a lot to be thankful for. I'm thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for Loading Snacks. I am thankful for, all the different cons, the stuff that we've been able to accomplish this year. Thankful for, All-Star Comic-Con and the belt.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes.
That's a great moment. You know what I mean? So, yeah, just a lot we've been able to do this year. A lot of solid moves.
Add a new team member.
Fresh team member. That was coming next. We just, as a whole, year's been good to us. So, I'm thankful for that. So, thankful for all of you guys who are watching. Thankful to our patrons who have supported us for the entire year. We got some changes coming, and I think you're gonna like what you see.
Can't wait.
Some things are brewing for sure. So yeah, let's wrap this up, and we'll do cutscenes.
It's cool.
That we're out. Toodles and loose.
Loading snacks.
What it do, snackers and snackheads? It's your boy Gage. That's the homie Sin.
Yes, sir.
That right there is Queen. Over there is Joe.
Yo.
And we need to talk to all of you about Ocean City Comic Con, right?
Oh,
right.
yeah.
OCCC in the house.
coming.
We're gonna be there. We'll be there for the whole thing.
Whole
Yes.
thing.
However, we have a panel at 12 o'clock.
Oh,
We
yeah.
do.
12 to 1. You know what we're talking about? Tell them what we're talking about.
We are going to run down the list of the top 10 MCU films, and we're letting you all help us choose what they are.
It's true. It's true. We're gonna come up with a definitive list. Ocean City Comic Con top 10 MCU films, correct?
Correct.
All right. So how we doing this?
Well, there's a little trick involved here.
It
Just a
ain't
little
bad.
trick. It's not a big trick.
We're going to set up the list
Right.
and let you, the people, decide what should be placed where.
Now I want you to know we're picking first.
Absolutely.
We get the first 4.
Yeah.
We're picking first.
Okay?
After that, they can come up,
They can come up and do
up
what
to
they
the
want to do.
microphone, make a choice.
Yes.
Make some choices, some maneuvers, move things, put something in place.
Yep.
However, we have the right to veto.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
We don't like what you're doing?
Veto.
Yes, sir!
Straight up.
Now, we can't it's not blind justice.
Right.
So we can't just veto just because we feel like vetoing, even though, yes, we can. Anybody in the room, including one of us, can challenge said veto.
Okay.
And if you challenge a veto, you must best whoever vetoed in rock, paper, scissors,
Oh.
or high card. We have a deck of cards.
Okay.
High card wins. Person who is challenging the veto can choose whether aces are high or low at the time of the drawing.
So between the two, pick your poison.
That's right. Now, 1 rock, paper, scissors. We're not doing best 2 out of 3. We're not going to have time for all of that.
Lose.
Here's the deal. When there's only 5 minutes left, we will shut it down. That list is going to be our list. Correct?
Dig it.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So, what happens if you challenge a veto and you lose?
Oh, well, that's actually very easy. You get one of these.
What's that?
Boozle
Bean
bean.
Boozled.
Oh, that's right.
You got a 50-50 shot of getting a good one or a really bad one.
Yeah. What that really means is, unfortunately for you, if you lose the challenge, you got to eat one of those. We don't.
Nope. All on you.
Eat it.
If we lose the challenge, we lose our veto.
Yeah.
That's all we lose. So just be prepared. It's gonna go down. It's gonna be a great time.
Oh, it's
We're gonna have big fun. 1 hour, and then we'll just be around on the floor,
Do what we used to do.
talking to people,
Yep.
having a good time, shooting
Screaming,
interviews,
yelling.
Having fun.
screaming and yelling.
Yep.
OCCC.
Yep.
See?
Snack bites, the whole 9.
You know it. It's going down. So listen, make sure that if you're there, you're joining us. If you're not already planning to be there, it's not too late.
Not at all.
Get a ticket and come through. It's gonna be a good time, right?
Absolutely.
All right. We'll see y'all there. Toodles and loos.